When you think about erogenous zones, chances are good you're thinking about what's going on between your legs. Maybe you're thinking about your mouth or your chest. And many of us don't really go far beyond that, if we go beyond that at all, when we consider the parts of our body or the parts of our lover's body that we pay attention to when we are going for a sexual experience. Yet, our whole body has the capacity to be an erogenous zone. Every inch of us is wired for some kind of sensation. And the more we explore and give stimulation and sensation to parts of our body that perhaps have not been attended to, the more we're going to wake them up and introduce a wider range of pleasure, of possibility for what can go on for us in a sexual encounter. An example that I love as a practice, I introduce this to a lot of the couples that I work with. I certainly do it with my lovers, and you can take this on whether it's in your solo sex or your partnered sex, is to focus on a particular narrow part of the body and explore different kinds of touch, different sensations. So you can have things that are like soft and light. You can scratch, you can slap, you can introduce ice cubes or things that are warm, things that are wet, things that are feathery, all different kinds of sensation. But you focus specifically on, for instance, the backs of the knees or your butt or your neck or your face or your scalp. Whatever it might be, there's something that can be incredibly titillating. And also you learn so much about the particular kinds of sensation and stimulation that a given part of the body enjoys and responds to. And then when you start to gather up more of this insight, having those contained experiences at first so that you can be innovative in a full body experience, you're going to have a lot more variety to introduce, novelty to introduce, potential for inviting pleasure into the body rather than just being genitally focused. One of the things that often is a complaint, whether it's one that is voiced expressly or something that I track in the people that I work with, is hyper-focusing on the genitals and feeling like other parts of them are simply just being ignored. Maybe they are articulating this, maybe not. But what I know to be true is that most bodies really enjoy first receiving some kind of peripheral touch, focusing on the edges of the body, focusing on the areas of the body where there are bigger muscles, bigger bones, and then gradually moving toward the more sensitive bits. This creates relaxation and safety for the nervous system. This creates a nice, gentle on-ramp for building into heightened sensation and heightened arousal. And then you, again, like I said, have more novelty of what gets included in the sexual experience beyond just a genital focus. Also, too, if you're somebody who is either very quick to orgasm or if you're someone who has a hard time reaching your climax, this is a way to diffuse energy so you can come in and out from genitally focused contact, layering it in, mixing it in with these different parts of the body and the pleasure that they get to experience, and see what happens then over time as you shift the balance of where attention is in any given sexual encounter and what that actually does for your climax. Generally speaking, I find that this can help wherever you are on that spectrum of either too fast, too slow. And again, those are subjective. But yeah, experiment with that, see what you find, and let me know.